Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War with me, Squawker, and when we left off, oh by the way, House of Julii campaign, episode the 25th. But when we left off, things are going at a very odd pace right now in the House of Julii. Some things are past their deadline and not done yet, some things are being before their deadline and being done yet. As it stands, my military power is growing exponentially right now. We have 3 new armies under construction, 2 regular armies and 1 elite army, all now using post-Marian units as we have now entered the age of Gaius Marius. And on top of that, we also now have the final Antiquity army led by Asinius Maxentius is now on its way to attack Londinium, the British capital. Now, some may wonder why I'm attacking it now rather than saving it till last as some sort of nice little prize. Well, the Senate has commanded that I attack it now, and I only have 10 turns left to do it, and Asinius Maxentius is the only person in the area who could get there on time. Now, the Britons are running scared at the minute. I mean, yes, they are laying siege to Trier, however, they are using for what? Basically, the Britons are not trying very hard. They're more interested in attacking Germania at a minute, and on top of that they're facing, I think they're just scared of me. Ever since I obliterated the Gallic capital of Alicia, I think it might have sent a message to the local barbarians that I'm rather powerful at the minute, so it's not... Oh, hello, a family member. Just moving my... Segovax of Andertia, and yes, hello there, Mr. Captain. I don't care about him, but I do care about him.
Assassin
what's
ready.
that? Ooh, 40% chance to kill a British fan? Yeah, kill him. I was going to commit a lot of subterfuge before I even declared war, but unfortunately the Senate kind of forced me into war earlier than I wanted to. So you know what, we're going to... Oh, it's going to be 2 turns until we make a move. Alright, we'll have a go at it. But this assassin I have right now ain't too bad, so hopefully we'll have a good time against him. Now, other things we need to do. I have a diplomat who is currently... well, no, that isn't mine, that's a different one. Mine is over here right now. I've given him the task of going to Campus Alani. He's going to try and get map information of the Scythians, and then that's going to be everything I want out of him done for now. On top of that, we have the 3 armies under construction, so let's go through them. I have army number 1 being built here. It's going to be led by Secundus Lucilius, and by the way, our faction leader recently died, Vibius Julius, and we now have Marcus... Is it Marcus? No, sorry, Manius Julius, who's now leading us. He's our new faction leader, by the way. He's cool. Currently governing Segesta, and our heir is Tiberius Julius, who's my portable governor in Alicia. In this army, it's going to be comprised mostly of early legionary cohorts, backed up by quite a few auxiliary archers. And on top of that, we have a unit of Roman cavalry and 2 ballistas, because it's high time we start to get a bit of field artillery out there. Army number 2 is being built here. It's going to comprise of 5... Oh, I've only got 4 here, but we'll make it 5 Praetorian cohorts. These are extremely tough guys, and they're going to be backed up mostly by auxilia, mainly because I want some light troops to kind of just help them out. So 4 auxilia will be backing them up, and that'll make the backbone of a decent army. I might throw a bit of cavalry in there as well. And also we did have another army here, my final army of the Antiquity, led by General Appius Julius, and unfortunately it was supposed to be the final stand of the Gauls, the final battle. I wanted the Gauls gone in the previous episode, and then we said, hey, we got it done, and it's a nice clean finishing point for the first part of the campaign, but no. We were beaten in Celtiberia by the Gauls. We managed to do a lot of damage to them near the river in the Celtiberia area, but unfortunately when we laid siege to their final settlement, they rallied forth and attacked us. And the thing was, the Celts being not the Celts being Celts, the Gauls being Gauls, and that being that they are massive cheating bastards, they decided to spam 4 armoured warlords at us and basically obliterate my army completely, which was already rather weakened from the previous conflict. So I'm deciding I'm going to send this army from Massilla there, since it's the closest one to Celtiberia. So I was saying I was going to send the elite army, but I've got different plans for this army. I want it up in Belgica and possibly the British Isles to really bring down the Britons quickly, because the Britons do love to spam their light infantry, so I want some big heavy hitters just to knock them down and take them out. But here I'm going to bring plenty of auxilia to this army. I mean, I'm only using early cohorts. They're not as good as Praetorians, but you know, these guys are still disciplined. They're still pretty tough. I'm wondering if I should add some cavalry auxilia. However, if I'm fighting a cavalry-based army, I don't think cavalry auxilia are actually going to be that good. War dogs, nah, I'm not really. I think basically bringing a lot of auxilia would be good. But I'm also going to back them up with some two light auxilia. So that's going to be 5 more turns until this army's done. Because a bit of light auxilia would be useful in the army, just in case there's some infantry, and it'd be just a good counter-infantry force. But for now, Asinius Maxentius, he will be on the boat on the next turn, I believe. No, he can do it this. I don't know why the arrow turned red, but yeah. We're going to get him on board, and also Sopho's going to be coming with him. We're going to have him spy on the British. My assassin's too far away to bother, really, so he ain't coming, unfortunately, but let's get him here, and then we're going to make the quick hop across the across the channel. That's the word I'm looking for. So we'll get him on there. So we'll disembark the army, the spy will disembark, and then it's going to be a quick march through the forests, and we shall be where I need to be. So you return to port. Actually, no. We'll blockade Londinium and start cutting their trade. So Asinius Maxentius will move next turn. It's going to be a short march through these forests, and then we'll be in Londinium. However, there will be the danger that we could get ambushed, so I'm going to have my spy go forward as an advanced scouting party. He might be able to, if he would shut up, he might be able to spot ambushes, but as it stands, it looks like there's no British activity in the forest, so as it stands, we might be safe. But if we can capture Londinium, we will take Britannia Superior, and that will give us a very strong foothold in the British Isles, because then we can take Tribus Siluri and Britannia Inferior. And Britannia Inferior is a territory I covet the most due to personal reasons. And that is actually my hometown, so I really, really want it. So that leaves us. Don't really want to spend anything, so I think we're good here. Got a few public order irks going on in Lemurnum and Lugdunum, but however there's no governors to really do anything about it, unfortunately. Patavium's actually starting to have a bit of an economic recovery, actually. It's finally starting to make its money back on its high maintenance. I think that's, well, trade's just up, really. I think it's because we've got Servius Julius as governor now. Servius Julius is actually probably the best thing to ever to happen to Patavium. I mean, I'm supposed to be leading this guy on an army. It's almost a bad idea, actually, to do it. I mean, he's got a grain merchant, he's got a treasurer. This guy is, I mean, yeah, this guy is actually becoming proper management material. And I'm wondering if it might actually be time. You know what? I might send Marcus the Gambler out. I mean, I know this guy's just a wild drunk. He's an adulterer. He's basically terrible at everything. I mean, somehow he controls the office of Praetor somehow, which I don't know how he did it either, but yeah, considering this guy is just completely terrible at everything he does, I might just send him to lead the army, just because I'd rather keep Servius Julius in Patavium for now, because he's doing a good job at governing it. And Arimnium is actually not doing too well in terms of money at the minute. That's mostly due, I believe, to the fact we have now lost... Oops. We've actually lost Vibius Julius as governor, so... yeah, and also army upkeep's up quite a bit. 2,250. Taxes are good. Farming's very good. Trade's good. And we'll actually get a little bit of a bonus just off Secundus Lucilius. At least public order's under control, though. The construction of an aqueduct might pay off in the future, and there are still these random rogue velites wandering around. But once more, I'm really not going to deal with them. They're not doing any harm at all, really. So I'm just going to leave them be. If it becomes a bigger force, I will deal with it. But as it stands, not worth my time. So they can just camp out there and just do whatever it is they're doing. But for now, we're going to jump to the next turn, and well, see if the Britons notice that I've actually landed on their own shores, and see if they're going to send a counter-attack. Let's go to the next turn. Right, so it looks like the Britons are being out spy killing for now, but it also turns out that they are sending an advanced, well, a greeting party, to be honest. So it looks like the Britons know I'm here, so they're going to send a greeting party. And I actually just completed the mission to leave region of Lusitania, because my army strayed into Lusitania. However, I kicked it out mainly because I just disbanded the entire army. The reason I disbanded the army was it was just using antiquated troops. I wasn't going to be able to replace them, so they're gone. However, if that became my mission, I hope that hasn't overwritten a mission to... Oh, I still have a mission to take London. Good. I actually had this blind panic from no, don't make me lose the mission to take Londinium. But it looks like the Londinium garrison has actually emptied to come and meet me out on the field. So they want to try and take me in a field battle, and I think I'm going to honour that request. But just because, yeah, we are fighting in a forest, but I do have plenty of barbarian mercenaries to hand. Good number of Hastati and a good number of cavalry, so I might be able to beat this army up. However, yeah, the Britons have a lot of activity in the Belgica region right now, so a bigger attack on Trier could be likely. So I do need to get the new armies ready to go right now. But ooh, our chances actually went up to 42% to kill this dude. Right, have a go at it. 42% is actually nearly on the right side of 50%. So you know what? Let's see if we can kill this guy. Axe off a big British family member. He's got 4 commands, so this would be a good idea. They're all watching me. Like, boy, he gonna do it? Did he do it? He didn't do it. I mean, my spy's still there, but he's just sat there staring at me, just wondering, yeah, you missed. But luckily, he eluded the guards who actually they don't know I'm there, so, yeah. You just stay there for the next turn, and then we'll, you know, just tail him or whatever. I can't get a spy to infiltrate the army, unfortunately, because I don't have a spy available. And actually, speaking of spies, you know what? I think I could use a new spy. But actually, no, I do have a new spy, Valerius Duilius, and he's currently trapped in in Trier due to enemy army. So once Trier's no longer under siege, I'll have him go and infiltrate Samero Breather. City grows. Mediolanium has grown. It's ready. Mediolanium's ready for its imperial palace now. But I can't afford it, so I'm gonna have to go without spending money for a turn, so I can afford that. Most advanced. Yes. Of course, I'll be most advanced faction now. I actually do have an imperial palace. I have big armies now. You know, I'm becoming quite good. But it looks like the Brutii are really having a go at the Dacians now. Looks like I'm gonna try and take Norcium next. Yeah, because. Well, that's a lot of men they have, and there's also another. There's only one unit of brigands there. Once more, that's not worth my time right now. Faction announcements. Galerius Alanius has been born now, so it looks like Augustus Alanius is actually really starting to raise a big family now. Tiberius Julius has also gained a priest of Jupiter, +1 influence, +1 command, and +1 management. Nice. That'll do. Yeah, look at that. Tiberius Julius is actually now gaining a few traits. He actually has no enemies now, so that gives him +1 influence, have a -1 to personal security, which makes him a bigger target for assassins now. And that's a bit annoying, considering his other traits were actually making him assassin-proof by making him frugal, angry, and testy. And a factionaire. He was actually becoming virtually assassin-proof, but oh well. Nabo Martis also has some lovely new sewers now, which efficiently wash away the filth and rubbish from a settlement, making the place cleaner. Indeed, one measure of civilization might be the distance between one's nose and the final resting place of one's bowel movements. Sewers, therefore. So basically, how civilized are you? If you've just shit your own underwear, you are very uncivilized. However, if you've done a shit in a toilet but not flushed, you are semi-civilized. If you've done it in a toilet, not done it in your underwear, and you've flushed it into the sewers, you are highly civilized, by the way. That's your little do-it-yourself test of how civilized you are. So check your underwear now. There's brown skid marks on there. Don't be going to any fancy parties anytime soon, because you, sir, are not civilized. And today's recruitment report: new archer auxilia from Arimnium. Batavium has a new Praetorian cohort. New auxiliars across the board, and a few retrainings done. Right. How are we doing in Batavium? 2 turns for that, 2 turns for that, so that's 4 turns. So 5, 6, 7, 8 more turns until one of those armies is done. I think I'm going to be sending Marcus to lead that army, and for this one, last unit of Archer Auxilia, and then we're going to be setting off. I also, everyone in this area also now has very nice upgraded stuff, so there actually won't be room to get these guys in there, so I'm not going to put them in there. But you know what, I'm I might not put the balances in there, but I'm going to have a Roman cavalry just go in there, just because I want the Roman cavalry going there. I can quickly upgrade Londinium. Londinium is sadly losing money now, but I'm assuming that is due to a rather inflated military budget. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm so tempted to build irrigation in this area, but I don't want to. I want to build irrigation there, but I'm going to just put all my efforts into paying for a new Imperial Palace for Londinium. Looks like the Britons have landed more troops in Europe, by the way. I think, actually, the best thing, if we can take Londinium, we are going to do a really... If we take Londinium and Iberacum, that will virtually cut off all of Britannia's support in Europe. That will mean he won't get any more reinforcements in there, and he's going to have to make do with what he's got and whatever he can produce at these cities. Since he's only taken over barbarian cities, it might be easy for him to replenish, but it's going to slow him down. Now you, Neosopher, did you get some intelligence on Captain Voteporix? What is he? Ooh, it's a rather powerful one. We've got 2 units of chosen swords, 2 units of warband, 2 units of light chariots, regular swords, and slingers. Oh, now slingers are a nasty bunch if they're used correctly. So it looks like the Britons actually keep their elite troops to the British Isles themselves and just send all their shitty troops to attack me. So right, they really want it. But yeah, you know what? I may as well take them out here, but just because there's virtually nothing left in the garrison of Londinium. So you will go and fight them. Yes, you will go to Londinium and infiltrate the city. We know he's there, so he can't ambush us. Hopefully he doesn't suddenly disappear. Oh god, there's another army. Yeah. I think the Bretonians are very alerted. I don't know why I keep saying Bretonians, by the way. Oh, he had a seizure. Oh dear. Killed during mission. He was caught and Oh, that's a sad ending for Nae's offer, but right. Venture into the forest. We're gonna fight him. I know he's there. Hello. You can't hide from me. Let's take you out now. Right, so it's an army of 710 men on my side, 322 on his. The army strength ratio stands at 8 to 5. We're going to easily take this one out. He may be bringing tough units, however, these men who I have here, they've seen some shit. These guys were at the Battle of Alicia. They're tough dudes. Maybe a bit depleted at the minute because we didn't have time to... Why are they so depleted? Did some of them die in the cold? Oh dear. Should have merged some of them before. Oh, too late. We're just gonna fight this one out. We'll just have to make a battle line of some sort. But yeah, I think we can. Well, I'm not gonna say we're gonna easily take this one because we're fighting some elite units here. But I think if we play our cards right, we can get ourselves a rather good victory that shouldn't bring too much harm to us. But I will try and hide in the forest. So, Equites, you are going to be on scouting duty today, and same goes for the barbarian mercenaries. Let's do this shit. Our first fight on the British Isles. In war, we must be speedy, by the way. And I guess it's a good idea that we're taking Londinium sooner than later, because I think taking the British capital is going to bring a whole heap of benefits. The only thing is, taking that town's going to be one part of the battle. Holding it's going to be hard.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren, as yet unborn, of brave Romans who fought well. Those are our enemies, the Britons. Brave? Yes. Foolish? Certainly. Soon to be dead? That, men, is up to you. They have been led here by strutting fools and blustering morons. Now they will pay the price. We outnumber them by a large margin, but this may drive them to foolhardy defiance. Be careful. They will undoubtedly skulk in the woods and hope to ambush some of us. The enemy will try to conserve their strength by firing at us. We must close and fight them hand to hand, like true men. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Nice one, Asinius. Get the troops nice and stirred up, but he is right. The enemy might try and skulk in the woods. They might go for hiding units, but actually there aren't that many places for them to hide looking at this battlefield. I thought we'd be fighting in a rather thickish forest, but it looks like we're only on the fringes. However, there are trees here they may try to deploy in. They may try and deploy in this little grove here, or maybe even try and get the units into these little groves here. So we need to be wary of these trees, as that's where the Britons might. But I think if we can try and keep them on the plains, that's where we're going to deal with them. They are bringing chariots. They won't be able to hide. They'll just be fighting us on the plains. So the plan to deal with the chariots, by the way, since they are light chariots, they will be firing missiles at us. So cavalry, you will be hoovering up all the cavalry. Infantry will be fighting the infantry. That is what we're going to do. So Hastati, let's group you all up. Seriously, can I like merge you with someone, because you are like annoying me by the fact you are. No, I can't merge him in battle. Right, you're getting merged after this battle though. I should have merged these guys earlier, but I forgot. Right, get these guys all lined up. They'll bring up the main line. Principes will be once more. They'll just be on support duty, doing whatever they can. Right, mercenaries. Let's get you all nice and lined up. Let's do it. There we go. And then, last but not least, Velites. You will be in the far rear, but well. Actually, no. Should I put Velites on the? You know, I'm going to put Velites on the flank. Then we can bring them up nicely. Yeah, that's a nice army build already done. Right, let's start this battle. Let's see. And they're going to deploy. They're going to use that grove for cover. So basically, first things first. Barbarian mercenaries. You're going to bring up the front line. Get close enough to basically find all their troops. They've put their warbands at the front, and they've put the slingers over there. You should put the slingers at the front of your army, by the way, because slingers actually don't have a firing arc. So, but yeah, I knew he'd hidden the chosen swordsman there, but he's going to come forward for some reason. He's going to blow his cover and ruin his own ambush. So he's already really messing up this battle really badly. So let's bring the Hastati forward now. I'm putting into guard mode as well, because I'm going to have them exhaust their pilums first, and then we'll have them go at ease. Velites, you also start moving up. Try and just knock out their weaker units. We'll just have Velites just knock out their arrow fodder. May as well just get rid of them. They're hyping up now, and the slingers are actually starting to take a. Yeah, the slingers are actually really trying to go for us. But I think it's also the light chariot. Yeah, the light chariots are firing at us. I don't think the slingers are going to be too much of a problem, since the Britons have decided to deploy them at like the back. Well, actually no, they've brought them forward. Yeah. Right. We're going to have to just collide into their line. Some of you go for the slingers. Some of you start wearing down the chosen swordsmen. You're not going to do well against them. You guys try and get into the cavalry. Get into the chariots and try and slow them down. If they're stupid and don't retreat, we'll easily win this. Equites are on their way forward now. So barbarian mercenaries are going to be basically the initial force who's going to hit them. So it's really a barbarian on barbarian battle until the lovely Romans can arrive and just make everything so civilized. However, some of them are already routing. Those will be the ones I've sent against the chosen swordsmen. So, guys, get those pilums into those chosen swordsmen and show them how a real swordsman fight. You don't fight for a barbarian. You fight like a. Oh god, they all just wanted to come forward then, and they're all running away now. All right, guys. Oh god, yeah, the mercenaries are retreating en masse. Velites are actually in a bit of trouble now, because they're going to get. Principes, go and support your Velites, please. They really desperately need some support. While Hastati try and finish off their swordsmen. Equites, how are we doing up here? What units just run off over there? What's that? Oh wow, the barbarian mercenaries are doing a good job at trying to slow down those guys. Right, go for the light chariots, finish it off quickly. And then we're going to get you into the flank of their swords. Oh, their swords already predicted we'd be coming, so. Oh, we made some of them. Oh, right, come on. Not those chosen. Ooh, one of them just did a little horsey jump. Right, you know what? We're breaking the chosen swordsman. Get into those warbands while we got. Oh, hello there, force. That just. Nice one, guys. Guys, you are getting smart. You are getting around those flanks without me having to tell you to do it. Good. We're seeing some real initiative being shown by the troops today, but right. Some barbarian mercenaries are reformed. You really need to get it back in and help those Hastati, because they can't, well they're the Principes, but they really can't do it all on their own. Velates, I'm forgetting all my names here. Velates, you also just give them a hand. The Principes are doing what they can to hold the line here. They're just holding them on the defensive. But come on, Principes, you can do better than that. Go at ease, spread out and kill. And oh, some of them are already good. We're breaking them already. Good. Principes, you are doing a fine job. Right. Still some chosen swords there. I'm seeing who are still alive, and they should be dead by now. So please correct this issue. I think those warband actually just killed all their. Wow, well done, warband, killing all the chariots. Well.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
That was some seriously good initiative I saw there. That was absolutely brilliant textbook grade A fighting. No, really. That just shows how much you need to control the flanks in this battle. Yeah, we'll just continue the battle and we'll just do it. But yep, we brought them in. We made sure troops got their proper support. My barbarian mercenaries, they did a very good job at soaking up the initial damage. They just gave in the initial charge, helped soften the units up for my more elite Hastati and Principes to come in. And when they did break. I won't expect them to live against chosen swordsmen. Chosen swordsmen just basically outranked them massively. But I'm still very pleased to see how well they actually managed to reform and come back into the fray and really give some brilliant textbook support to the Hastati and the Principes. We isolated their units, we surrounded them and we killed them, and everyone else go and finish off those slingers who are running away. Let's try and make sure none of them try and retreat back to Londinium. Let's give ourselves a nice easy siege, and then we'll not only take the Britonian capital, we'll have a very good foothold in their lands, and we can easily, very easily start taking out the rest of them from there. Good win, lads. Brilliant win.
Such a victory. The day is ours!
And I believe our losses were rather minimal. I think we didn't even lose that many troops. Oh, we lost 188. Alright, that's quite a few, but even then, we still have 541 men on the field, ready to march upon the gates of Londinium, so we can easily get back and take them out. So the stats were, I deployed 710, he deployed 322, I killed 292, he killed 188. However, there's only 29 men left in his army, and his army might disband if there's too few, like if it's only just like a few splits and splots. But overall, good performance. Who got 55 kills here? That was the Principes. The Principes really did well. All I saw them doing was just holding a line against a massive mob of warband, but excellent work getting 55 kills there. Excellent work. Hastati, yeah, we're seeing some good things out of Hastati. The barbarian mercenaries, they really did well. These barbarian mercenaries didn't do so well, but they still really, I think they really did give it a good shot. I think just really getting that initial shock charge in is what pays off for them, because if we give them the shock charge, then we can unnerve them and start winding down the morale, and that's really the Roman tactic, or at least the old Roman tactic, but I think it still applies. It will apply in our union, and it's where we bring in the weak units first, bring in the moderate units after, then bring in the strong units. We just like backtrack for our lines, until we find that golden unit who just does the job. Because it's all well and good sending in your heavy units first, but without support, and sometimes they just can't do anything, and sometimes even some enemies can't be taken out by your best guys. You got to soften your targets up before you go in for that sweet kill. Anyway, there was a Battle of Britannia Superior, 232 BC. Good win for the House of Julii, and it definitely gets our campaign into the British Isles off to a very strong start. So I predict within about 2 or 3 turns that we will be taking over their capital and turning it into a nice big Roman fort. And oh yes, enemy army has been disbanded, and my men have settled into an ambushing position should someone come and investigate them. Though, your orders are to continue your march to Londinium. We need to get there now. We need to strike while the iron is still hot. If we can do that, we can easily destroy them, and another big army landed there. Well, it's not a big army, but landing a lot of troops. I don't know if we could take out that navy there, but you know what? Just blockade Londinium. We'll just try and keep the Britons weak at their own base. Right, so what can we do this turn then, by the way? Well, there's not a lot we can do, because I'm on a spending freeze, so I can pay for that Imperial Palace, so actually, but I do believe we'll be at Campus, yeah, no, we'll be at Campus Alani next turn. No, we'll just move you now. So on the next turn we will be at Campus Alani, but actually, I know I'm on a spending freeze this turn, but I'm going to pay for a new spy since Neosopho sadly died, and I could use a spy in the British Isles, and an assassin would be useful too, so I think I will try and get my assassin there. But right, next turn, talk to the Scythians at Campus Alani and just get their map information, because that's just what I want off them right now. Where can I recruit a spy? Can Condit Redonum suit? Yeah, Condit Redonum can fit me up with a new spy, so we'll have that after next turn. They're not. I think Londinium might be capable of producing yes, Londinium can produce assassins now. Right, we'll get a new assassin there as well. Alright, that's all the money I'm going to spend, and that's all the time we're going to spend on this turn. So let's proceed to the next turn. And the Britons are going to try and engage my navy again. Right, try not to die, please. Oh, they died. And they've retreated, and yep. Those Britons aren't going to let up. Right, they're really going to try and stop from getting to Londinium. So Captain Conan is actually attacking us now. It's, oh god. Conan the Barbarian, how many times must we see you on this channel? Well, not a lot really, but you've started turning up now. I mean, first we see you in Divine Divinity, and now you've turned up here. Oh well. 541 men still fit to fight on my side, and I actually Asinius is now a 5-star general, by the way. He is halfway to becoming the best commander who ever lived. Captain oh my god. It's shit like this that makes me want to press the auto-resolve button, but just for the cinematics and for the fun of it, we're just going to fight this one out anyway, because why not? We may as well let the Britons have their glory hour as they try and stop me, but let's face it, these guys are about to get their shit really fucked up here, so let's fight this one out then, I guess. We'll fight, yeah. You know, we may as well give them the impression that they're doing something. But let's face it, we wiped the Italians in our first war, and this time we're going to finish the job. You know, I'm like the George W. Bush of Rome Total War. I was the George H.W. Bush, now I'm the George W. Bush, so let's do this. Dramatic zoom in, by the way, please. An adversary is more hurt by desertion than by slaughter. Yeah, good. I mean, if you routed from a battle, it's not like you're gonna fight again.
And so it begins! We Romans never seek war, but having come to battle, we will not leave until it is over! Today we go into battle against the Britons, men both mad and brave in equal measure. We stand on the defensive today. Let them wear themselves out against our battle line. We outnumber them by a small margin. From such small beginnings are great victories crafted. The woods nearby may give us the chance to spring a surprise or two upon our enemies. I fought and lost against these men, but it is not something that will happen again. Today, I take my revenge. Today, you taste the fruits of victory!
Right, I'm just going to stop you there. No, you're being stopped there. It's not opposite day today, is it, Asinius? We won the last... You won the last battle we fought against them. We won. The last battle we lost was against the Gauls, and that wasn't even being led by you. That was led by Appius. We beat the Gauls. I mean, no, we didn't beat the Gauls, but we nearly finished the job, and we will finish that job very soon. But no, the Britons routed. We flanked them. They routed. We broke up one of their elite armies, and now we're fighting a fodder army. But this is a very interesting battlefield we've been given here. There's this big rock thing in the middle. And it gives us an interesting thing. I think if I was, I'd actually rather be on the Britannians' side here and deploy here, but we'll see what we can do with these rocks. But basically we are getting close to the banks of the Thames. The River Thames should be just across those hills there, and that's where, so it looks like this is where they're going to try and stop me again, because, well, yeah, I don't think they take kindly to me landing troops on the British Isles. But yes, I think what we need to do is we need to control these woods and use these rocks to our advantage. We need to, well, we need to monitor where the Britons are going to march, but it might be a good idea to block up these passages. So, start. Mercenaries, you're gonna be the front line. So, I'm gonna put the mercenaries here. We're gonna try and fight them in the woods this time. And actually, the winter's starting to let up here. I mean, it's still snowing, but it don't look as snowy as it did here. But speaking of weather, you know, a few episodes ago, I was talking about how stupid the weather in Britain was. Like, mainly because I was having a cold throughout most of the episode, and this deployment's gone a bit wrong. Well, today, on the day of recording, is the 27th of April, so it's nearly May. Now, April hasn't been the best month for weather, but actually last week it was stunningly sunny. It was like absolutely brilliant. I spent a lot of my week out in the garden doing gardening and shit, because, well, that's what you do when you're a 20-year-old unemployed man. But it was absolutely brilliant, and then Monday it pissed it down for a bit, and then it sort of stopped pissing. It was just, the weather just couldn't make its mind up. And then, well, today, for some reason it started fucking snowing. And I mean the Tuesday as well, you can't forget the Tuesday, 'cause today it's Wednesday. The Tuesday wasn't too bad. Velata's, you're going to deploy in the forest, by the way, as my ambushing force. Actually, you know what, Principes, you're going to ambush as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, Principes, you go there, hide, and I'll have them fire at will, so once they're enraged, the Principes will just go, surprise, pillums, and chuck them in. But, yeah, seriously, it's nearly May, one of the nicest months in the spring, because it normally is, because it's like the gateway into summer. But for some reason, cavalry will be guarding the flanks, by the way, but for some reason, it really came down with a lot of snow today. Weather in the British Isles never makes sense, but, well, I mean, here it's sort of snowing, but the snow isn't really laying very well. But are you ready, troops? Are you ready to defend? You need to be in guard mode, by the way. I want you to stand your ground, so... And Hastati, right, everything is sorted out, so 3, 2, 1, let those silly stink... Oh, they've deployed on the right, but they're coming to us, so they're going to just adjust their battle line accordingly, but we're going to be just fighting off a big mob of warbands, so... Yeah, I may as well just fast forward and say, yay, we win, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of warband. Yeah, there are 6. I was going to say, I thought I was expecting 4, but I just remember we're not playing the Siege of Trier right now. And actually, speaking of Trier, I think I'm going to rally forth there, and we're just going to get rid of them, because actually they are really starting to harm the economy of Trier. And you know what, I don't want to put more devastation ruining the land, so you know what, I think I'll just sally forth and get rid of them. You know, I don't want to give them the satisfaction of sitting around like the bloody fat asses there are. Alright, they're coming forward at a moderate pace. No! Oh. They're not going to take the opportunity to use these craggy rocks as an opportunity to create some flanking routes, so they're going to... Oh, hyping up. Right, Barbarian Mercenaries, do you want to do likewise? I mean, yeah, we're hyping up really far away from each other. My guys hype themselves up more, more, they go, yeah, like, that's civilized hyping up. Those guys just sound like they're all going to eat me, which I think actually the Britons might do. I don't know if there's any history of cannibalism among the British people, or at least whatever these smelly blonde people are. But, yep. Right, they're getting closer. They have nice spiky hairdos at least, that's cool. I'd say these guys might look a little bit cooler than the Gauls, because, I don't know, I'm getting kind of sick of looking at all those horrible ginger Gauls, but whatever. Right, guys, I should have made my battle line wider. But, right. Here they come. They're going to spread themselves out. Cavalry, don't let them in. I'm going to shut the gate on them, but here they come. They're going to start coming in. My lines are quite deep. You're going to get... Right, charge in and do what you can. And... Oh. Right, I was going to say, right, Barbarian Mercenaries getting in and support them, but yeah, you don't even need any support. Right. Cavalry... God, let's just go in for a very simple hammer and anvil here. Equites, take those guys while they're too busy hyping themselves up. Oh, they turned around, right. Try and break... Oh, come on! Come on, Steam notifications, don't do this to me now. I can't see my control panel. Steam... Go... Right. Fucking Steam notifications, they just pop up at the worst time ever. Right. I mean, you can't even see them, but they actually pop up right over the control panel. It's really annoying whenever someone goes on the game. This guy's like launched GTA 3 times now. in like the process of me recording this video. I mean, come on, guys, come on. Can you? Is it really that hard for you to make GTA 5 work? Principes get in there and help them out, but
the enemies show their true virtue. They are not soldiers.
Too easy.
Running from our men.
Far too easy. Come on, Britons. I was hyping you up as like this really mysterious enemy, which was just sitting on a British Isles. Like, you were sending like loads of troops, so I thought, alright, these guys might be dangerous, you know, they're sending a lot of shit over. They're really going to try and conquer like pretty much the North European coastline and maybe even wipe out the Germanians, but nope. And guys, speed up. I want to chase them all down. Come on, chase them down. Come on. But come on, Britain, you're really not trying here. And that's the captain gone, by the way. Come on. No, your orders are not completed. Come on. You've got things to take out. Hey, Appius. I mean, not Appius. Asinius, get moving. But yeah, you're just sending all these weak fodder at me. I mean, you sent an elite army to stop me, and that fell so easily. I mean, I hope I have a grand army hiding somewhere like the Gauls did. So I mean, the battle at the bridge was actually quite fun, fighting the Gauls. That battle fell into chaos, and it felt good to win. I mean, I could have done a lot better on that battle, and you know, I'm going to try and learn from my mistakes. Just keep in mind, this is like my well, this is the second grand campaign I've ever played, but this is the first time I'm actually playing it through. The last time I played Rome was many moons ago, so this is really like my first proper attempt at playing this game, so I am still really trying to learn my way around this game. But that's why I'm only playing on medium, by the way. I will be doing hard campaigns after this, like really hard campaigns, and then for the rest of the Total War titles I'll just put up on hard, since this is really my chance to learn about them. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to also do Let's Plays of the other two Roman houses, by the way, just so we don't rob ourselves of giving the Romans too easy a time. I mean, I will do a House of Scipii campaign, I will do a House of Brutii campaign. However, what I'm going to be doing with future series is I will be putting them to the vote, so you guys will pick whatever faction I use in the next campaign I play. But for now, early days, yeah. I mean, we only have what? This will make 14 provinces I control now. So actually, we're making some good progress towards winning the campaign. However, we do also need to fulfill the condition that we are supreme ruler of Rome. So that's something we need to think about one day. But there we go, clear victory.
And this day is clearly our
I see a big string of defeats for the Britannians, because next up we're going to be fighting the defence of Trier, because I'm going to stop them. But Captain Conan, you are terrible. You really should change your name to Captain, well, any other name but Conan, because I mean, you let down the name Conan, I'm sorry, but you do. Even one who was in Divine Divinity was better than you, and all he did was catch amnesia and turn into Brian Eggman, the prettiest mage for whoever lived. But yeah, only 27 losses, by the way, so who did the best? I mean, we don't really need to know. I mean, Equites, look at that. 96, 90, 77, 45. Equites, well done. Barbarian Mercenaries, not too many kills, but they were just really, they were like my wall, my pinning force, so good one, lads. Absolutely brilliant performance, so you know what? We'll take that victory, and we shall now proceed out of the second Battle of Britannia Superior that happened in 232 BC, and we'll return to the campaign map, and we've got a few more things to do. So let's mosey on there. Stupid Britannians, by the way. And by the way, look, there's some Britannian chariots in the loading screen. We're never going to use those things again. Right, let's get some important things done this turn then. So we're actually up a bit of money because I spent so little. We're actually not up a lot of money, so let's just bring up this end of turn report because I'm curious. We made total profits of 3,081 denarii. So if we were to remove the recruitment factor, we spent 1,111 denarii on recruitment. I don't see how that adds up, but we'll just assume it is. If we add also wages onto army upkeep, that gives us a grand total of nearly 25,000 total army expenses now. So I think it's really high time I stopped recruiting units now. Like really, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with weak garrisons, but hopefully the town of Londinium will make a profit, because there's a lot of there's actually a lot of iron. Like, these are good trade resources, so if I could trade these with maybe the Spanish, that would actually pull in a big profit for me. But Admiral Quintus, you need to have a go at trying to get back to Conde Redonum's docks. I mean, you might get killed, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, really. But I think I will need to definitely recruit some extra biomes. By way of faction announcement, Admiral Opius has died, actually. He led this fleet, so it's actually now Admiral Chaos has now taken over. So that is a shame we lost Admiral Opius, but then again, control of the seas isn't something I'm really too bothered about. I mean, navies have only become relevant to us now, actually, just because we're invading the British Isles. But once we've taken the British Isles, I think navies will become irrelevant. So I'm just going to be focusing all my efforts on really just doing a takeover of mainland Europe. A new family member, we've got Helena, girl. Servius Julius now has a gourmand chef, +1. I could see Servius getting to the Senate, by the way. He also has a comedian, +1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. That's good. That counteracts his negative trait of being lily-livered. He also has a mathematician. Yeah, +1. I'm sorry, but oh no, that's Secundus Lucius who has a one. Wait, that's cool. And Marcus the Garrison. Marcus the Gambler. He has a drinking companion. +1 influence, -1. Marcus the Gambler is really on like a really bad slippery slope of destruction in his own life. I'm just surprised he hasn't died yet of alcohol poisoning or AIDS. But yeah, Marcus is really. I'm sorry, but Marcus is literally the. I think he is such a degenerate. He actually makes Herius Pennus look less of a degenerate. That is how bad you are now. And Manius Julius also has a priest of Bacchus now, +2 influence and +1 influence. So that's good for Manius at least. That's gonna really help him out as faction leader. Cause does this guy hold an office? No, he actually doesn't hold an office in the Senate, but his influence building up quite nicely actually. So I think we could definitely see Manius Julius hold office in the Senate one day. And also construction report, new archery range in Lugdunum, goody good. And Masilla has a crop rotation, so that's good. So let's have a look at Lugdunum's archery range. We have the archery range, of course. So that actually allows us to train archer auxiliary. Now, I was building an archery range so I could replenish with Roman archers, but yeah, you guys are going to have to be disbanded, unfortunately. I'll replace you with a unit of archer auxiliary because that's what's going to have to happen. Mediolanium, you are now going to have your Imperial Palace set up because that is what you wanted. And as for recruitment report, right. Arimnium has now recruited its final archer auxiliary. Condet Redonum has some more auxiliary. New assassin, by the way, so let's actually have a new look at our assassin. He didn't seem to gain any traits initially, but that's only because Condet Redonum, Lugnum. I don't think we have an academy there, so that'll be why. So yeah, no, I want to look at the assassin.
Who shall die this day?
Let's just do this a bit better. Right, so here's my assassin, Luca Ostoria, so he's my new assassin here. Yeah, we've got another week. He's only got 1 star in assassination. And why? Oh yeah, I trained another assassin to use in the British Isles. I was just going to say, why did I train another spy? Another assassin again? Because mine hasn't died yet, but his target has gone for walkies actually, so we need to deal with that post-haste. Right, you keep moving up and we'll have you rendezvous once the fleet arrives back in there. Something tells me the fleet won't make it, but I think if I just train 1 bireme, I could just use the very quick hop across the British Channel, hop back, done. It's it's like running a ferry here, except it'll be except the ferry will be serving nice things such as wine and chips and steak, because that's what you can get on ferries now, which are crossing the Channel. Even though it doesn't take very long to cross the Channel, I think it only takes about an hour, but I've never set foot in France. I've actually never set foot off the British Isles, so I'm not really one to talk here with any authority. And yes, it does look like your target really has wandered off. So you just keep patrolling the local area, and you know what? We are going to just get rid of these guys because they are being a pain in the ass, and actually the town will surrender in 3 turns. And something tells me this is what the Britons. Alright, they've built 2 rams actually now, so I think they are actually going to try and attack, but something just tells me they're just going to try and wait me out, try and get out of units as weak as possible, because I think they're starting to lose units just due to lack of food, because starvation will eventually happen. The food stocks do start to drain. So yes, I'm going to sally forth and deal with this. So all men, you get ready, and what we're going to do is, we'll just bring everything out really. We'll just chuck everything we have at them and get rid of these guys. So Captain Lanidut, it's time to finally get rid of you, because you're a massive fucking pain in the ass. Right. Captain Gaius is leader of Trieste Garrison. He has 570 men ready to pick up arms and defend their town. Captain Lanidut has brought 245 men to this battle. All of them are cheap as chips warbands, so basically If you want to know how this battle's gonna turn out, please go about 5 minutes back, and you can just watch the battle we just fought. So yeah, basically what's gonna happen is they've got 4 warband, I've got a lot of units. It's time to really just completely crush these guys. So 245, cheapest chips fodder units, but seriously, something tells me that the Gauls and the Britannians have got their character sheets mixed up, like really badly mixed up their character sheets. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Gauls are still surviving, and the British are just going to fall really badly to me at this rate, because, I mean, they're just sending cheap units, whereas the Gauls actually send more expensive units. I mean, alright, they're all just General's Bodyguard, and they're all really fucking annoying when I spam 4 of them in a battle and somehow wipe me out, but yeah. Something's gone wrong here, but yeah, let's just take these guys out. So, another easy victory awaits me. A very easy victory. Because in war we must always leave room for strokes of fortune and accidents that cannot be foreseen. Well, if there's an accident that cannot be foreseen, I don't know what it's going to be here. Maybe a whale will like try and do a Free Willy thing in the English Channel and somehow land in tree and crush all my men.
Units!
Right. We don't have a lot of time to deploy. I get to deploy actually, but he actually doesn't get to deploy in this battle, which is actually sort of sweet irony. But this is a town of Trier, by the way. It's grown nicely since we've taken it over. I can't remember how did we siege Trier, or did we just win it by killing all the nearby Britons? I can't remember how we took it, but isn't it? It's become a nice little Roman settlement in Europe now. I mean, you know, it's not half bad. Some good stuff. I mean, look, we have a sewage plant in the middle of town now. I mean, how many towns can boast a sewage plant in the middle of a residential area and actually quite close to the city plaza? I'm not sure where we're governed from. I think we have a governor's villa or something. I think we're building the governor's palace now, actually. So we have a nice little shrine to Ceres. Oh, there it is, the governor's villa. Not a bad place. Looks decent. Ain't no imperial palace, but give it time, we will have an imperial palace, so that's going to work out nicely for us. Right. How are we going to do this? Town Watch will be first out of the gates. We'll have them go out first. We'll just do a standard Roman tactic, so weak units will go out first. Since they're all just there, we're just all going to pour out of the front gate. I think that's how we're going to do it. But I will send the Equites through its different gate, just so we can get them on the field quickly. So Captain Caius and you. It's Captain Caius. Oh, it's Captain Gaius. Sorry, Gaius, not Caius. Sorry. My reading's not very good. So you guys just deploy up there. You'll come out on that gate and you'll be in prime flanking position. Hastati, you also line up. Barbarian mercenaries. I might disband. I would disband these barbarian mercenaries actually, but they've actually got decent experience, so I'm not going to disband those guys. If I had no experience, I would have disbanded them by now, but some of these guys are already experienced, so I want to keep experienced units in the army just because they have better stamina and better morale, so that makes these guys quite a bit better. And light auxiliary. I'm torn. Should I send the Should I send light auxiliary out first rather than the Hastati? I mean, look, we can just group them all together and just have a march in a very weird formation. You know what, I'll bring the light auxiliary out first, because that'll be good for just peppering the enemy. So, like, let's just end deployment and get this battle over and done with. So, you lot march out of the gates. Come on. There we go. They've opened up nicely for you. So, form up. And what are they doing? They're retreating, aren't they? I get this. I think they are actually retreating. Right. Equites, we have no time to waste. Then, if they're going to run away, we're going to chase them down. So you get out of there, and no, they're forming up. Good, right? I thought we were gonna have another battle of Londinium on our hands, where they just run off instantly because they've just realised, oh, we may have made a big mistake sieging a big Roman town with hardly any troops. But no, they're gonna run away. Oh god, right? They're gonna try and get really far away from us. I know what they're gonna play the stamina game and try and drain my stamina. Which might be, but then again, I'm not going to have these guys run to their targets. They're going to march at a nice casual pace, but light auxiliary, I'm going to try and make sure I don't call you velites. I'm going to try, you know, I think they're forming up so they can march out, but yeah, I'll just give them their target now. So go on, you are next out of the gate. Go, go, go. Gates are open for you. Out you go, lads. Out you go. Come on. Come on. While we're young, while we're young. Come on. Come on, come on. While we're young, lads, come on. But that is a nice sight, actually, just looking at this stream of light auxilia coming out of this. It's not a city yet, but it's more like a fort town, actually, but look at that. They're just all marching out. Commanders by their side, you know, these are actually proper Marian. I mean, look at that, we've got the cool commanders now. You know, they've got their fluffy helmets, their swords. I mean, these guys just look so cool. Actually, I started playing Warhammer recently. Not Total War Warhammer, because that game ain't even out yet, but I've started getting into Warhammer games, like, with the minifigurines you paint. And that's actually how I deploy my men now. I, like, have a group of scrubs, and then I put a nice big commander unit by their side, because it just looks so cool. Town Watch are going to start advancing closer. Once the not the Velators, I actually just fell into a trap then. Once the Light Auxilia starts heading out, then I'll bring the Hastati out. That's how we're going to do it. Equites, they're on the move. They're going to take their time, but they'll get there eventually. So, you know what? You know, may as well not drain their stamina now. I'll have them speed up once engagements begin. But for now, right, Hastati, it's time for you to go. Oh, come on, they're going to do it again, aren't they? Look, if you're going to leave a battlefield, can you just get it over and done with? Stop, like, wondering whether or not you're going to commit to this, because it's getting really annoying now. Come on. You're pissing off? Go on, go on, go on. The way out is just there. Go on, go on, yeah, gonna... Yep. They didn't even want to bother fighting us. I think that's the first ever time we've routed an entire enemy army. Narrow victory!
More doubt, and yet the gods finally smiled on your efforts.
I'm sorry, MA, but that is not a narrow victory. That is a clear victory. How is that close? I mean, look, there are no kills either side, and I still have double the number of men he has. No, 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 no. I dispute that. That is going up the impartiality committee. They are supposed to give me a clear victory standing for that because, well, they just didn't even try. No, seriously, all I did was retreat. How did I come... Whatever game. No point going through the advanced stats because all you're gonna see is a bunch of zeros, but yeah. That's them kicked out of a region for now, so hopefully they'll bugger off for good. Go on. You're not even going to retreat all the way, aren't you? Go on, I want you out of this province altogether. Go on. Right, we'll assume he's gone, but... Git. And that's actually... Oh, that's done a world of wonders for Trius finances. Right, other things we need to get done then. Right, Asinius Maxentius. March on Londinium and start laying siege to the gates. We'll build you some rams, but as far as we know, I don't think there's a lot of garrisoning in this city. But let's get 2 rams. You can have 2 rams. Hold your siege. And there are 2 units in there. We'll make a bet that maybe one of them could actually be a proper general. So we won't be too cocky, but something gives me the idea something's going to march out of a neighbouring province any minute, and we're just going to be fighting this as a field battle. You've got your movements, haven't you? Yep, you've got your moves. We'll have our spy from Condet Redurnum next turn. Right, everything's going good. Anything we can build in Condet Redurnum? No, we can't. Still have 1,000 denarii to burn, but actually we have finished our first proper army of the Republic now. So Secundus, it's your time. Oops, didn't mean to select all of it. Right, Secundus, you will take these guys. You're going to take the Town Watch actually, because they'll make a... they'll make a sort of auxiliary force. So all of this... Link up with Captain Publius, who is sitting there with your lovely shiny artillery just ready to go. So you link up. That's a nice strong army we have there. Right. Secundus Lucullius. And oh dear, Arimnium's losing money now. Not on a military build policy. Go on a... Oh wow, a growth build policy really kills the economy even further. Right. Go over cultural build policy. I'll build a better temple to back us just to increase. But what are we losing money to? We're losing a lot of upkeep trade. I think it's because we've actually lost the bonus admin that we got off Secundus. So I think that's why we're losing money in Arimnium now. You know what? Manius. I mean, it is Manius, isn't it? Yeah, it's Manius Julius. Right. You're gonna go for Arimnium now. big faction leader, should govern a nice big city. Segesta's doing fine, and it's actually doing fine without you. Segesta's just a happy little town that don't need your attention. Actually, I wonder if there's anything we could do with Corrales now, because that might need a new task to do. But we're actually out of denarii, so there's no point asking. There we go. We've got finances more under control, and we can also retrain you. Oh, there we go. We can have a very high tax rate in this town, and we can keep income up. Public order might still be in yellow, but hopefully the better temple to back us will keep us under control. Still got those nasty little brigands hanging around. Are they doing it? No, we still don't know what they have. Right, still not my problem, and hopefully they'll just go link up with us once we've got a near Segestica, and then they can just go and be their problem. But for now, yeah, I think that's... Oh no, wait, it's not what be the end of the turn. You there.
Sir.
Let's go to Campus Alani, and you shall get me some map information, please. Right. It's just a town, so actually we just completely out. Oh, you've gone. Oh, it's gone grey by the way, New Miri Steeler. Right. We'll just trade map information. Is that fair enough? Yay! We got. There we go. Got all the map information we need. They control Tribe of Samati, Tribe of Alani, Metosis, Scythia, and Tribus Lazygus, but actually they don't control Crimea. No one controls the Crimea. There's a Putin joke in there somewhere. Right, Numera Steeler, it's time for you to make the long walk back to Europe. So, you're sort of in Europe anyway. You're sort of like in Russia in a way. I don't know where the borders to Europe end. Oh, actually, is that Parthi? Oh, that town fallen to rebels. That's a new symbol we've seen. I don't think... Yeah. Oh, Tribe of Sake is owned by rebels now. Oh, so Parthia don't even control that. Oh, wow. It's tough shit for Parthia. They're down to their last two provinces, and to be honest, they might have even lost them by now. So yeah.
Without delay.
Ain't a good day to be a Parthian right now. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do this turn. We're pretty much done. So you know what? Let's just jump to the next turn, and then on the next turn we can fight the Battle of Londinium, and then after that I will call it an episode. So let's do it. Right, I knew you'd get intercepted. Right, try not to die. You died. Oh god, I have to listen to them all dying as well. Right, Condate Redonum, I need you to prepare transport for the spy and for our new guy. Got another notification from the Senate as well, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, faction destroyed. Who's out? Carthage! Wow. Pretty much Rome's public enemy #1, and they're out now. Well, it looks like, yeah, because the Scipii have actually taken Triple Latania and the Sahara, and, well, yeah, between the Scipii and the Numidians, it looks like the Carthaginians didn't stand much of a chance. I mean, the Numidians took Gaetulia and Carthage. I wonder if this means war between the Scipii and the, Numidians now, actually, just because, as far as we know, the Senate likes the Egyptians. So, actually, what is the Senate opinion on the Egyptians? Let's just have a quick look. Egypt. These people should be weakened and bled white. So, actually, the Senate has ideas of war against the Egyptians, but first they need weakening, because the Egyptians are actually really powerful, considering they control a lot of the Middle East. So, what do we think about the Numidians, actually, while we're here then? What do we think about Numidia? Same opinion, actually. So, it looks like the Senate actually now covets a lot of North Africa. So, well, it's bye-bye Carthage, but it could be bye-bye Numidia soon, and that means I'll be losing another trading partner. Right, end of turn report. Lost a lot of money because I spent a lot of money. Dear, dearie, dearie. Popularity gained with the Senate. Good, good. Right, let's bring up that Senate screen again. What's going on there? How are we standing? Oh, we're tied with the Brutii now. Good, right. We're tied with them, but I think it's actually because I think the Brutii actually just lost a point with the Senate. So actually the Brutii are falling out of favour with the Senate, so this might be my chance. We're still tied with them though for the people, so yeah, the Brutii are really doing their best to be a rival to me. Strongest, yes, I've been named strongest faction since I've been beating the shit out of the Britons. But at a cost, Brutii are most advanced. Construction report, Batavium now has its Legion barracks, so that's good. We can now start getting even better troops there, and Alicia hasn't... Wait, if we could train... Why? Wait, we can train... So now we could train early legionary cohorts, but we could already train Praetorians. What is real... What do we... Oh, right, an Imperial Palace just enables a Praetorian cohort. I get you now. That's a bit odd though. You need an Imperial Palace just to train the Praetorians, but I guess that is because they are basically the equivalent of a Royal Guard. But we have another unit of Praetorian cohorts ready and waiting. Lugdunum has trained its new Archer Auxiliar. Massilla has more Auxiliar. Alicia has some more Auxiliar and a new spy in Connet Redurnum. How are we doing in terms of army strength here? We are doing good. We're just waiting on that 2 more light auxiliary, and then this army will be ready to march back over the Pyrenees and into the final Gaul territory. Because the longer we take them over, they're going to rebuild their position and try, and maybe even one day they'll even try it on against us. Right, you keep exploring. If you don't find anything this turn, I'm going to send you out towards Germania. Maybe you can start knocking off a few Germans. Because sooner or later I think we'll be at war with them as well. I mean, not too keen on them either, but yeah.
Not possible, sir.
Yeah, it is possible for me to be not keen on the Germans. Those guys are dicks. They won't give me their map information. They keep threatening to attack me, and they keep spying on me. I know they've got a hang on, they have a I've got a job for you then. I want you to get there and deal with a nasty spy and a bigger army's turned up on the border, so I think they're going to be heading to Trier. But yeah, it's a bigger army, but I'm already seeing warband, 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 sword. Yeah, we already know what's going to go on here. But let's just replenish the men who perished in the siege. Oops, didn't want me to train those. And I think I'm going to start training some auxiliary there, but I'm going to be using it to replace the town watch because, yeah, I mean, sorry, but auxiliary better than town watching pretty much everywhere except from a financial standpoint, but whatevs. Before we initiate attack, I'm just going to do some unit merging. You guys, I want you two to merge. I want you to merge, and I want you to merge. There we go. That's all the merging I need to be done. Right, I think we are ready to kick this off. Then let's
engage the enemy.
Let's finish off Londinium then, and then we can just proudly sit on a new throne that must have been once sat on by the British king, but we could just say, hey bitches, I control your capital. I mean, alright, it says minor city, but let's face it, Londinium is the capital of Britain. We know it is. I mean, come on. It's basic geography, dudes. Let's do it. Let's really, really fucking do it. Let's just get rid of this. We're going to strike a deadly blow into their heart, and then, with this, this will be a good starting point to watch their empire fall apart. Let's do it. Right, here we go. So Captain Cadwallader is going to lead their garrison. However, it's 512 men on my side and 96 men on theirs. Strength ratio sits at 6 to 1, so it's not looking good. There's 1 unit of swordsman, 1 unit of warband. Right. Too easy. Part of me wishes I actually just played this campaign on hard now if it's going to be this like this, but then again, bet you what, if I played this campaign on hard, I would have just I think Gaul would have just murdered me and somehow sacked Rome. We'll just deal with them now. I'm going to take that capital.
Those are our enemies, the Britons. Brave? Yes. Foolish? Certainly. Soon to be dead? That, men, is up to you. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. Last time I fought those men, we were
no, stop saying that shit. Come on.
And teach them to...
Will you stop saying you lost to the Britannians? Will you stop playing the victim card of Sinius Maxentius? We've been winning against these guys. It's been a string of victories. The only place where they beat us is at sea, and that's only because I can't be bothered. But anyway, this is the town of Londinium. Now, as you can see, it's basically Alicia, but it hasn't fallen to bits yet. So, what's the plan, Stan? Well, once more, there are 3 main roads, 2 there, so have 1 take the windy road, have 1 take the long road, and that's going to be it because we don't have the gates open since I don't have a spy available to me. So, Well, actually, it's been done nicely for me. One Hastati is on the ram already. So, Barbarian Mercenaries, which road shall I have you take? Shall I have you take the windy road or the straight road? You took the windy road last time, so you know what? We'll change it up, and you can have the straight. Oh wait, we can't deploy this one. Right, we're deploying this one. Then it's the what do I call this road? The semi-windy road, but it's actually a pretty short road. So you'll be taking the short road. So, Barbarian Mercenaries, you will be deploying here.
Move out.
Let's get you facing the correct direction, and yeah. And the beautiful thing about it is, since they only have 2 units defending, it is gonna be, well, it's gonna be a piece of piss face. I mean, I'm guessing they'll either hold us at the gates, or they'll just go to the plaza and wait for me to close in on them. We'll give the Barbarian Mercenaries cavalry support, so they'll have the cavalry marching alongside them. And the Velites will march with the Hastati and the Principes. You know what, since there's only one Principes unit, you know what, you get to push the ram, so I can just have all the Hastati bunched up all nice and neat for me. So you guys sit there ready to take the ram, and Hastati, right, you go there, and you guys go there. Right, that is a nice army ready to go, ready to march out. So what do we save? Magic words, izzy wizzy, let's get busy. Let's just fucking murder some Britannians in Londinium. Also, let's just bring that battle map nice and zoomed in for me. Right, let's do it. Right. No time to waste, let's just start ramming these walls down. Let's just get this one over and done with quickly, then we can all have lunch in their feasting hall. What do they have in the area? They have 1 unit. Looks like they've put the warband on the plaza, so they're going to be the last stand. And I have no idea where their other unit is. I'm looking for him. No, where is he? Oh no, there he is. Looks like they're retreating. I think he's going to bring those back to the plaza because he knows he ain't going to win. Right, so Hastati, do you want to just get all bunched up near the wall now? Same goes for the Velites. May as well just bring everything forward. And Barbarian Mercenaries, right, you just start coming forward as well. Equites, you will come forward once we have a gateway into the city. Now, if they try and take us on the middle tier of the city again, because once more, this is one of those really nice 3-tiered cities, which are actually pretty cool to fight in. I'm definitely going to have to get Precious Gaming to fight a battle with me on one of these, because this would be a pretty fun big battle for us to do on the SPQR channel. What we're gonna do, homie bitches, is we are gonna be...
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through.
Those Equites will be useful if I get pinned on the 2nd level, and then I can just have the Equites go, right, we'll just go up this road and go, meow, poof, take them out. So, Equites are just going to line up nicely. How are we doing on that ram? 20% done. Right, how are we doing on the other gate? We are on 0%. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Oh, no, you're on 40%. Good. Good, keep it up, guys, keep it up. Hastati really want to get in there. I mean, look at that. It's amazing how they look almost identical to Principes, by the way. I mean, just look at that. The only difference, really, is just some nice chainmail on one of them, and the other one's just got his nice little... breastplate that looks like it does fuck all and looks pretty stupid. Barbarian Mercenaries, well, they're just all nice and lined up. They're in there. I think they just wear leather armor, but we have nice green. They wear nice green things as well with their big green shields, because green is the colour of money and therefore the colour of a mercenary. And we're doing 80%, 87. I think this one will give first. Nope, I was wrong. Right, let's do it. Oh, there goes that one. Right, Hastati, I think you have a good idea of what you need to do now. Get to Mr. Planning Permission's house, as it seems to be a very common theme in this area. Get there, and, well, you'll start your approach up the streets. I'm guessing they've all fallen back to the Central Plaza now, so Barbarian Mercenaries, if you would like to just basically make your way directly up to the Central Plaza, that'll do nicely. Principes, you take 5. But yeah, they're all going to bunch up on the gates.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
You don't need to be so enthusiastic about it and now, so you may as well have just gone, yeah, whatever, we took the wall. I mean, it won't like we had to put any fucking effort into that one. Actually, you know what, Principes, you won't take 5. You know what, we could probably get him some more experience on this, so you know what. you make your way up as well. Just because we're getting some good XP on these units, and it is a shame I'm going to have to retire them soon, because I'm going to... I think the rule is, if an antiquity unit such as this one here is below half strength and can't be merged, I think I'm going to just disband him, because he'll just become dead weight and a drain on my economy, sadly. So that's going to be the ruling, and it's just going to encourage modernisation. But I'm definitely going to try and increase the rate of modernisation across my holdings, just because I don't want to get late in the campaign and say, I don't know, a really big enemy suddenly, you know, if we get to a point where I'm done taking out minor enemies, then say I have to, I don't know, go toe to toe with the Egyptian Empire and they somehow push me back to Gaul, or they invade Gaul for some fucked up reason, and then, yeah, they're taking on like fucking pre-Marian units who are just going to get roasted by the Egyptians. It's just not going to work. Hastati, why have you stopped? Come on, you're being overtaken by the Principes. Get moving. Come on, guys. I want you all up that hill, because the barbarian mercenaries, there are swordsmen up there, so they're going to definitely give the barbarian mercenaries a little run for their money and couldn't even push a few of them into rout. But what we definitely do have, we do have a power of numbers above them, so that's going to definitely make it so I think we can win with the barbarian mercenaries alone, actually, but I think it's good always to give them a bit of support, just in case those swordsmen are a bit more tough than we give them credit for. But how are you guys doing on your march up? You've stopped moving, haven't you? Or some of you haven't stopped moving. What are you guys doing? Are you... Oh... Right. Come on. You guys gonna move? Good guys. Come on. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Let's get... God, that was a very erratic moving here. I mean, it doesn't help that they're all identical twins in this army, but... Yeah, they're really enthusiastic to get moving. I didn't even command them to run, by the way, but they're just like, yeah, we really want to fucking take Londinium right now. Something just inspired them there, but yeah, come on guys, come on. Just waste all your stamina jogging to the objective. Seriously, why are you running so erratically? It's scary. I mean, the Principes and the Hastati have the right idea. They're just going to march up casually. They're just going to be like, yeah, we'll just take it the casual way. No need to rush to the enemy. They'll be too busy shitting themselves to come and surprise attack us or anything. I think these guys have calmed down now, sort of. Some of them keep falling behind. So yeah, they're just all marching in a big unorganised blob at the minute. But what do you expect when you hire barbarian mercenaries, really? Can't really tell them to make a formation up here, but I'll have them march up here. I'll have them psych themselves up, and then we'll just charge in. But come on, you're making good progress up the hill now, up this very dead-looking hill. We should have fought this battle in summer rather than winter, but I could have sworn it was winter last turn, or... No, because it took one turn to siege this, didn't it? We laid siege in the summer. I'm losing track of everything here, so yeah. Maybe I should have waited a turn and done it. Oh, look, there's some birds over there. That's cool. They look cool, actually. They're sort of like flying over that big tower there. It's like a spooky church thing near the Great Market. Spooky. Alright guys, how well are you doing? Right, Hastati, keep making your way up there. Same goes for the Principes. As soon as back centuries, you want to just come in anyway. You may as well get out of the cold, come in here, because oh, it started to snow. I believe that actually gives barbarian mercenaries actually a combat bonus. I believe we get a combat bonus in snow and forests, so that's actually good news for me. Bad news for the Hastati, who aren't exactly too fond of the snow, but it's something we have to deal with. So yeah, these guys might be a bit more psyched up now with some snow, but either way, I think we'll just easily take them. I mean, come on, we're gonna fucking crush them. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna crush them really fucking hard. I mean, it's gonna be like watching one of those car crushers, because that's what I'm gonna do. Right, you guys all up here. Right, should we do some psyching? So I think they're psyching up as well. So right, guys,
mercenaries,
you ready? Do us a little war cry. That'll scare them. Right, go for it, guys. While we've got you guys up to impetuous, you have unstoppable morale. Get in there, start knocking them out, because your support is just about to arrive. This is perfectly timed. No pilums, by the way, guys. We'll just put them all to the sword. That's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna have a big sword crush, and they're psyching themselves up as well. But come on, guys, You guys, I mean, look, they're saving the knowledge that the flanks are secure, because, I mean, well, yeah, these guys are about to get flanked pretty fucking hard, really, so it's goodbye to you in your little triangle formation. Right, who's coming up first? It looks like the swordsmen are going to go for it first. I guess they're a little bit braver, but go on. Get in there and start crushing them. Right, Principes, you knock out the swordsman. That's going to be best bet for you. Hastati, you getting against there, but look at that big mass. I mean, look at that. I mean, these guys, they're probably going to do some damage to the mercenaries because they definitely outclass the mercenaries, but I'm throwing big numbers at them. They're going to get scared by just how many they have, and also they're getting flanked by the Principes now, so these guys basically don't have a hope in hell now. These guys, let's see, they're breaking down the Hastati quite nicely. I mean, they're not breaking down the Hastati quite nicely. I don't know why I said that. I was just going to say, yeah, I'm happy that I'm losing for once. No, we're breaking these guys down easy. Come on. I mean, look, some of the barbarian mercenaries decided, you know what, let's just go in for a flank as well. So, you know what, go on. Flank them up. I think the Principes have got these swordsmen under control because their captain caught a stomach virus and just died. So I'm pretty sure he didn't get stabbed. I think he actually just came into work with a stomach virus today. But so they're really trying their best to hold their ground. I mean, they really want to hold their plaza, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, just getting slowly surrounded. Come on. Come on, surround them and finish them off. There's no point having them around. They're useless. Come on. Come on, just finish them off. I clearly don't want to have our own capital city in their position anymore. I can add 2 to my collection. Well, 3 to my collection. I still have my own capital city, but, you know, I'll have 3 capital cities. If we were playing a domination victory in Civilization 5 right now, I'd be well on my way to a good victory here. Come on. Let's clean them up. Clean them, gut them. We're not going to eat them though, we're not cannibals. We're going to just steal whatever they have.
Victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory.
It's nice to see Barbarian and Hastati cheering in unison. It almost promotes friendliness, but I'm still going to exterminate every last Barbarian scum. Unless they're willing to submit and work for me, then these guys are okay. Some of them did rout, but you know what, I don't care if they routed. They did a good job fighting off those swordsmen. Good performance. He actually got 3 kills less than me, so actually nearly came equal on kills. But then again, when you think about it, let's see, I lost 18% of my army in that fight. He lost 100%, so don't go around saying, yeah, well, he nearly had more kills than you. But, yeah, he got fucked. I mean, Barbarian Mercenaries, good. Hastati, good. How did the Principes do? Oh no, Principes, they got 24 kills. Good. Principes and Hastati, they're my breadwinners. Barbarian Mercenaries, so they made a good effort, though. It did sustain a lot of casualties, so I might have to do a bit of unit merging. But I think that's a good place to call it a day now, because this has been a pretty long episode, but it's been a pretty good, you know, I think this has been a very strong start to our campaign against the Britonians. I mean the Britannians. I sorry if I keep saying Britannia. I am actually very excited for the new Total War game. And maybe one day in the future I'll do a Let's Play of it. But for now I'm happy playing Rome. But that's my Senate mission passed. And what should we do? Well, actually, I was talking about enslavement an episode or 2 ago, and it's good actually for growing populations across the region. So we're going to disperse 5,000 people across my other settlements now, and hopefully we'll get a few of them grown. And we are going to get a moderate amount of loot, so that'll do for now. And it's actually not too bad on the public order. It does put a bit of fear into people's hearts, you know, the threat of being enslaved and all that. So that's good. And what did I get for my Senate mission? 1,000 denarii. Alright, that's alright. That's alright. I'll take 1,000 denarii. Always happy for the extra bit of cash, but we can replenish for Barbarian Mercenaries, and we can actually recruit early cohorts and auxilia from their facilities. We're basically going to enslave these guys and turn them into my own troops. So that's a prospect I'm happy about. But first things first, there's no repairs we need to do, because we're actually going to get rid of their walls, and we're going to update them with some nice stone walls so we can create a very strong... What we need a stronghold in this area until I'm ready to march out. I don't think I'm going to have a Sinius march out until I think I might leave the Antiquity army. I don't know. Should we keep using this army? If the Britons are going to be as weak as they are, we may as well. And I'll just install some Auxilia as a local guard. Let's actually just before I go, actually, I want to do a quick comparison. So a Town Watch, by the way, 4 attack, an Auxilia 6 attack, and actually a much bigger charge bonus and a bonus against cavalry. So yeah, 17 defense, 8 defense. So basically an Auxilia massively outranks a Town Watch. But actually when you look at finances, it's 100 denarii to pay for a Town Watch, 170 to pay for an Auxilia, and it only costs me 120 denarii per turn to maintain a Town Watch, and it costs 344 denarii per turn to maintain an Auxilia. Now, having a garrison full of Auxilia would be nice, but my financial situation is a bit flimsy at the minute, so I think I'm just going to have a garrison of Town Watch aren't the worst unit in the world, mind you. I mean, we've had some success out of them, and I mean, they are good in numbers. I mean, but basically equivalent to like the Britons just spamming warband. But I'll just have a Town Watch guard. But I think before we march further in, I think I will wait for my first army to arrive. Or should I? I don't know. I would like to have Secundus's army. By the way, I should have sent you to march out, but I think I'm going to have you terrorise the British holdings in Europe, because they have Belgica, they have Germania Superior, but now they've actually moved into Tribus Saxonis, so rendezvous at Trier first, but unfortunately because the Dacians are in the way, being the bloody arseholes, yeah, you have to take the long way around, so your first task is to march to Massila, and that's the last order I'll give. Because next time on Let's Play Rome Total War House of Julii campaign, we've made a good start now. We're really knocking the 7 bells out of the British here. So we're going to take our gains in Londinium, we're going to consolidate our position there, and then we're going to probably move into Tribus Julii next, and then we'll take Britannia Inferior last. Mainly because I see with my little eye that there's a British mine in Tribus Julii. They'll be mining up tin, and it'll fetch me a pretty price with the Spanish, I believe. So we'll have that sorted out. It won't be long until the Massilan army is ready, so we'll be sending them out to finish off Gaul. So we'll have a fun battle next episode. You know, something's going to happen. I do believe the Britannians might be planning to launch a big attack on Trier though. So yes, I probably need to. It might be a good idea to maybe start preparing a relief force in Alicia or Condit Redonum, just in case the Bretonians do something nice. I'm sorry, I keep saying Bretonian! The Britons! Stop saying Bretonian, stop being so excited for Total War Warhammer. Ugh. This is because I've really actually started to like Warhammer. I've been playing it a bit. But I will see you all on the next episode, people. So, I shall see you there, folks. I shall see you there. Goodbye.